Most people waste years begging for attention, replying first, trying harder, accepting disrespect just to avoid being alone. But Stoicism teaches something different. Your peace is more valuable than anyone's approval. Epictetus said to focus only on what you can control. You cannot control who stays, but you can control your standards. Build your body, strengthen your mind, protect your energy. The right people are drawn to character, not desperation. Walk your path with quiet confidence. Stop chasing, start becoming, and watch how the right people find you. Subscribe to Stoic Men Philosophy for more Stoic wisdom. Most people want company. Few want truth. Human beings naturally seek acceptance. From childhood, we want to belong. We want to feel included. We want people to like us. Because of this, many people spend their entire lives pretending to be someone they are not. They laugh at jokes they don't find funny. They agree with opinions they don't believe. They hide their dreams to avoid criticism. They become actors in their own lives. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that it is better to live according to nature than according to the expectations of the crowd. The moment you begin speaking honestly, the moment you stop pretending, the moment you refuse to follow meaningless trends, many people quietly disappear from your life. At first, this feels painful, but later, you realize something incredible. You did not lose real friends. You lost people who only accepted the version of you that was easy to control. Real strength begins the day you stop trading your authenticity for approval. And that day often marks the beginning of solitude. Not because you failed, but because you finally became real. Solitude is the training ground of great men. The world teaches you to fear being alone. It tells you that silence is loneliness, that weekends without invitations mean failure, that a small circle means something is wrong with you. But Stoicism teaches the exact opposite. The greatest battles are never fought in crowded rooms. They are fought in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet he constantly returned to solitude to strengthen his mind. He understood a truth that most people never discover. If you cannot enjoy your own company, you will always depend on the company of others. When you are alone, there is nowhere to hide. You face your fears. You face your insecurities. You face the voice inside your head that keeps telling you that you are not enough. And every time you choose discipline instead of distraction, you become stronger. Every book you read while others scroll endlessly. Every workout you finish while others make excuses. Every early morning you wake up while others sleep. Every quiet evening spent building your future instead of chasing attention. These moments shape your character. The world celebrates loud success, but true greatness is built in silence. Solitude is not empty. It is a workshop where your future self is being created. Deep minds rarely fit into shallow circles. Not everyone is meant to understand you. Some people only enjoy conversations about gossip, drama, and appearances. Others search for meaning. They ask difficult questions. They think deeply. They challenge themselves. If you constantly feel different, don't rush to change yourself. Albert Einstein once suggested that the monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulate the creative mind. History repeats this lesson again and again. The people who changed the world often spent long periods alone. Not because they hated people, but because they loved truth more than popularity. Deep thinkers often struggle in shallow environments. When everyone else is chasing attention, they are chasing wisdom. When others seek entertainment, they seek understanding. This difference can make you feel isolated, but never mistake being uncommon for being broken. You were never designed to fit into every crowd. Diamonds are rare. Gold is rare. Strong character is rare. Why should you expect your journey to be ordinary? Protect your uniqueness, because the qualities that make you feel different today may become your greatest strength tomorrow.
One loyal friend is worth more than 100 fake ones. Seneca warned us to choose friends carefully. He believed friendship should strengthen your character, not weaken it. Today, many people have thousands of followers, but no one they can truly trust. They receive hundreds of likes, but have nobody to call when life falls apart. Popularity creates visibility. Character creates loyalty. There is a huge difference. A fake friend celebrates your success only when it benefits them. A real friend tells you the truth, even when it hurts. A fake friend disappears when life becomes difficult. A real friend stands beside you in silence because they know words are not always necessary. Never envy people with large circles. Instead, ask yourself this: if everything disappeared tomorrow, who would still stay? The answer may only be one person, maybe two. That is enough. Quality has always defeated quantity. The strongest trees don't grow because they have many branches. They grow because they have deep roots. Your friendships should be the same.
Stop begging for a seat at every table. One of the greatest mistakes people make is chasing relationships that no longer serve them. They send the first message every time. They constantly seek approval. They tolerate disrespect because they fear loneliness. Stoicism teaches something different. Respect yourself enough to walk away. If someone continually ignores your value, stop trying to convince them. Your peace is too expensive to trade for temporary acceptance. Epictetus taught that we should focus only on what we can control. You cannot control whether someone appreciates you, but you can control whether you continue giving your energy to people who don't deserve it. Every minute spent chasing the wrong people is a minute stolen from becoming the person you were meant to become. Protect your time, protect your energy, protect your peace, because once these are lost, they are difficult to recover. Sometimes walking away is not weakness. It is the strongest decision you will ever make.
Build yourself until your presence speaks without words. Instead of asking, "Why don't people choose me?" ask, "Who am I becoming?" Every day is an opportunity to improve. Read books that strengthen your mind. Train your body until discipline becomes your identity. Control your emotions instead of letting them control you. Learn new skills. Develop patience. Practice gratitude. Master your habits. The more you invest in yourself, the less you depend on validation from others. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is calm. It does not need to announce itself. It simply exists, like a mountain, like the ocean, like sculpted grace, strong, refined, and unshaken. Become the kind of man whose actions speak so loudly that words become unnecessary, because the world eventually notices people who quietly improve every single day. Not overnight, but always in time.
Silence is a form of power. Most people think power comes from speaking the loudest. The Stoics knew better. Real power is emotional control. It is staying calm when others lose their temper. It is remaining patient when others panic. It is choosing dignity over revenge. Anyone can react. Few people can remain composed. Your silence confuses people because they expect drama. Your patience frustrates people because they expect weakness. But silence is not weakness. It is controlled strength. Every unnecessary argument you avoid protects your peace. Every insult you refuse to answer protects your dignity. Every emotional reaction you master builds unshakable confidence. A disciplined mind becomes impossible to manipulate. And that is true freedom. The right people will be drawn to your light. Stop chasing people. Start becoming someone worth finding. When you live with honesty, discipline, humility, and courage, you naturally attract people who value those same qualities. Real friendships are never forced. They grow naturally. They are built slowly, like a tree whose roots deepen with every season. Some people enter your life only for a chapter. Others stay for the entire story. Do not confuse temporary company with lifelong connection. Be patient. The people who truly belong in your life will recognize your character without you begging for their attention. Your light does not need permission to shine. Simply keep growing. Final Stoic reflection.
If you have only a few friends, do not let the world convince you that you are lacking. Perhaps you have been protected from empty relationships. Perhaps your solitude has been preparing you for a greater purpose. The absence of noise allows you to hear your own soul. The absence of crowds allows you to discover your true identity. Remember the wisdom of the Stoics. A peaceful mind is richer than a popular life. A disciplined heart is stronger than public approval. A man who stands firmly in his values never stands alone. So embrace your solitude. Protect your peace. Build your character every single day. Trust that the right people will arrive when the time is right. Until then, walk your path with quiet confidence. Because the strongest men are not those surrounded by the most people. They are the ones who remain true to themselves, even when they walk alone.